Hi and welcome. This is Chrisanne, and I'm from Elemental Energies with Chrisanne. So today we are going to be doing an unboxing of the Denise Linn Sacred Destiny Oracle deck. Now, I'm also going to be including a reading, a free mini reading, using this deck for Sarah. A different Sarah than my last video. It appears I only do readings for Sarah's, but I really don't. So how did Sarah get this? Well, she won a free reading on my Facebook page, which is called Elemental Energies with Chris Ann, go figure. So get on my page there because I do some contests and little games and fun things, and you could win a free mini reading within these videos here. So let's get started. I like to do reviews of decks. I have been a psychic for a very long time. I've been I've been talking to the dead for well over 40 years and reading for other people for comparable amount of time. So I know my stuff. So that being said, I'm going to open this deck. I just got this deck in. Obviously, it was still sealed. So this is a Hay House deck. So let's get this open. There's 52 cards in this Oracle deck. So there's a little more cards in this deck than some other Oracle decks. Typically, Oracle decks are only 44 cards. So let's see. Oh, there's the bottom of the box. Let's see if oh, it's very pretty. Yeah, that's pretty. So in the bottom it says Sacred Destiny Oracle. It does come with a book. Typically, they are about this size from Hay House. And you're getting about two pages per card. So very cool, very nice. Always in the beginning of the books, it always talks about how to use the deck, how to do different layouts and things. Okay, yes, and she's doing that as well here. How to do a 1-card reading, a 3-card reading, a 5-card reading, etc. She gets into a couple different types of spreads and how to use that. Okay, so I kind of like that. That's nice. I typically tell people you don't need the book. Get rid of the book because I need you to make the cards your own. When you study with me, I teach you how to make the cards your own, how to turn that into something that speaks to you and then you can use in turn for your clients. The other thing I like to do in all my videos is go through each and every card. So let's do that. These are gorgeous right out of the box. These are beautiful. So there's the back. The back is gorgeous. That's what was in the box. Okay, so these are nice. These have the lovely image, and then at the bottom, it has the words. I like the font that is used. It is very clear. It is easy to read. It is clearly printed. It has its own border, so to speak, to make it easy to utilize. The other thing that I like about this deck is it is a matte finish card, which when it's a matte finish card, tends to make it easier to shuffle. I call this the shuffleability of the cards, and this has a really fantastic shuffleability. You can see that they don't stick at all. The other thing that I like about this deck is it doesn't have that horrid gold or silver edging on the edge, which wears off over time and doesn't look appealing at all. The imagery within this is stunning. I am a fan. This is good. I always like to give positives and negatives with every deck that I talk about. I purchase all these decks, so these are not sponsored. They are 100% me saying what I genuinely, truly think. I'm not sure I have negatives. Hey, that's a first. I like that you're getting 52 cards. So number one, more bang for your buck. I love the imagery. I find it thought-provoking. I find it lovely. I love the font. I mean, look at that. That's pretty. I like the font, that it's clear and easy to read. I like that it stands out because all of them are bordered in white, so that for some people might make that a little bit easier to be able to read. Yeah, I don't have any complaints. I'm a fan of this deck, and I think the back is just as pretty as the fronts. Yeah, so far I'm liking this. The only thing that I can maybe see, but I haven't gone through all of them yet. As you can see, this is an unboxing. So I'm looking at this in real time with you guys. I'm kind of speeding this up a little bit. I don't see as many negatives. This could be a negative. When I have a deck, I like there to be positives and negatives. I guess for some people that could be a negative. Having patience in itself could be an issue. Some people handle patience a little better than others. Okay, here's another one that could be positive or negative. I like that. Okay, so yes, I find that there are positives as well as negatives within this deck. Little more positives, obviously, a lot more positives. Because when I'm using a deck, I like it to be a reality of life. So, oh, this is nice too. Once again, positive or negative. Okay, these are very pretty. These are very pretty. So it looks like that these maybe started off, some of them as photographs and then became illustrations. It's a very sort of painterly feel, as you can see in this one, to some of them within the artwork. I like it. I like this deck a lot, actually. And I have to tell you, I'm always telling people, and that's why I do these videos, don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge a deck by its box. I love that one. This is a prime example. I mean, I find a lot of these imagery, ooh, look at that one. A lot of this imagery to be stunning and gorgeous. That's boring. Okay, there, I found a negative. This does not do the deck justice. There's my negative. If I have to come up with something that's a negative, that's my negative. Oh, look at this one. Oh, how cool is that? It's Voyage. Love it. Oh, that one's neat too. Ooh, I love that one. Wonders. Okay, that's all 52 cards. I had to say, I love the deck. And if my only criticism is that the box cover doesn't match the deck, that the deck is much more beautiful than the cover. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's a lovely picture within the cover. But I think that a lot of these cards are much more thought-provoking, much prettier than what's on the cover. The cover doesn't do this deck justice at all. So there's my criticism if we're going to have one. And to be honest, I think this deck is a wow. I think this is a yes. I'm going to use this in my regular rotation. The price point on this as of December 2020 is $22.99. That's in US currency. So yeah, I'm a fan of this deck. Yay, Denise Linn. I mean, she's done some lovely decks in the past, and I have utilized a lot of her decks, but I have to say, I think that, let's see, I'm pulling out two other decks that I have of hers. So this one, lovely. I do use it. Don't like the artwork anywhere near as much as this one. This one is gorgeous. It is stunning. It is very specific as to how I use this deck. But I have to tell you, this deck, the Sacred Destiny deck, I am definitely going to put this into my regular rotation. So when I'm doing a card reading, well, I do readings in the Akashic Records for people, and I utilize cards within that. And when I'm using decks for somebody, I'm reading with 20 plus decks for one reading. I can definitely see that this deck will be part of that regular rotation. I don't pull the decks. My guides, their angels, my angels, their loved ones, my loved ones. Everybody steps in, and they're the ones that direct me on what decks to pull. And I have over 400 decks right here in front of me at my desk. So that's how I happen to do my readings, and that's how I teach my students to do my readings. If you're ever interested in that, you can check that out on my website. I have that. It's a one-on-one private class that I teach through digital means right now only. All my classes are only through digital means right now as we are in strict quarantine. So that being said, I am going to be doing a quick little mini reading for Sarah, who won on my Facebook page, Elemental Energies with Chrisanne. I had a fun game, just, pick a number, that type of game. So check that out if you want to participate in that next go around. Okay, Sarah, let's see what we got for you. Oh, we have the Voyage card. Okay, great. Let's pull all of these and let's see what we get. Oh, this one feels like it's 2 cards. It is 2 cards. Oh, awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, let's lay all these out. Let's make sure you can see them on camera. Okay, so we have Voyage, we have Patience, Potential. I'm not sure I showed that card. I'm wondering if it got stuck when I was showing all the cards. Maybe it was stuck to the other card, but that's the cover art. And then Freedom. So, hey, look at this, Sarah. So when you go on all of these trips and these journeys, it sometimes isn't going to be in the physical. Have a little patience because that's going to be coming. And what wonderful potential that you have all bubbling up within you. I'm getting this is all about writing. So if you are thinking of doing some writing, you absolutely need to, because there are things that you have coming down the pike that you have bubbling up within inside of you, some creativity that you have inside of you that really gives you wings and gives you freedom. Have patience. It doesn't happen in your time frame. It happens in the universe's time frame. But I think that writing and that creative forces is what's going to take you on all of these wonderful journeys. This card is, yes, about journeys in the physical, but it's also about journeys in the metaphysical, in the traveling and the journeying of the meditative mind as well. So, hey, this is cool. So if you're thinking about writing, please do. Please do it, because this is saying that's what's really going to give you wings and that's what's going to give you freedom. Have patience. It's not going to happen right away with everything, but I think things will come into place for you. Allow it to happen. Allow it to be. Don't force it, and just allow it to come through you to the page, the typewriter, however it is, the computer, whatever it is that we utilize nowadays. I still like to actually handwrite my stuff, but I still use my computer as well. So whatever it is that works for you, that's what's going to give you wings in order to kind of get it out of you. But this is all about that creativity that's bubbling up within you. This is all about finding your voice, that voice that's bubbling up within you, Sarah, that just needs to explode. It needs to come out. It needs to be shared. Wow. It's going to be a cool wow. Sharing your voice and getting that voice heard, that you have something to share. And please go ahead and share it. I think that's going to be fantastic. Wow, that's really cool. Oh, I'm glad. The cards come the way they need to come, and what you need to hear definitely comes through and gets said. So fantastic. Thanks so much, Sarah, for playing the game with us on my Facebook page. Ooh, a couple of these jumpers came out. Ooh, find your happiness when you go forward, because sometimes stepping out into that new realm and that new gateway is going to be really cool. So that's a message for all of us, to find our happiness. There's been a lot of downloads that have been happening lately, some energetic downloads, and it's been really cool. It's been about the past week and a half, 2 weeks, and we are now in the last week of December of 2020. So it's been going on since before Christmas. Definitely, I've been feeling it. So yeah, cool. Those are going to keep continuing on. So I have to say, I'm a fan of Sacred Destiny Oracle by Denise Linn. If you're interested in picking it up, I do sell decks. You can always contact me. My website is working on getting some product on it. It will have product on it shortly. And that's elementalenерgieswithchrisanne.com. But if you don't get it from me, certainly pick this deck up somewhere else, because I highly recommend it, and I'm going to give it 2 thumbs up. Yay, Denise Linn. I think this is a winner. I'm really pleased. I'm really happy with it. I think this is fantastic. And I hope you saw just from this brief little video that you don't necessarily need the book in order to do readings with them. I think the book is great if you're getting started and you're working on your confidence in order to do readings. That's fantastic. But something that I suggest is when you're reading with an oracle deck, do not memorize what the book says. Because as you could see when I was pulling those 4 cards for Sarah, this one was based on this one, that was based on this one, that was based on this one, that was based on all of it. So that may have been different. I can't say what the book said because obviously I haven't read the book. I just opened up this deck and just did readings with it. So I can't say for a fact, but I made it my own. And that's what I would love for you guys to do as well. Much like when you're reading with a traditional tarot deck, one card relates to another card that relates to another card. That can somewhat tweak the meaning. I mean, tarot is very specific. But with Oracle, there's a little bit more freedom in order to expand upon the meanings. And there is much more latitude, I think, within an Oracle deck to utilize your psychic skills and utilize the messages that are coming in, whether it be through mediumship or through the Akashic Records or through whatever means you utilize. Go with it. Go with the messages that are coming to you because they're coming to you for a reason. Hey, thanks everybody for tuning in. I'm going to continue to do some unboxing and some readings. I'm going to be doing this weekly, at least once a week. And check out my Facebook page because I'm going to be talking about a new membership class that I'm going to be hosting. It's going to be an introductory price of $30 a month. I will be doing a class once a week for every week during that month, and it's $30 a month. It gives you access to all of those classes. You choose which ones you want to be participating in, and it's going to take place through online means. And then we're going to also have a Facebook page for private chats during the week. So as long as you are a part of the membership program, it gives you other things like the Facebook page, etc. If that's something you're interested in, let me know. I'm hoping to have that launched by the end of January 2021. I am super excited about that. And on my Facebook page, I have posted all the different topics that we're going to be discussing. So check that out. So awesome. Thanks everybody for joining in. This has been Secret Destiny Oracle by Denise Linn. I am a fan. 2 thumbs up. I highly suggest it. I think this deck is great for beginners as well as those that are a little more advanced. I think this is easy to utilize, beautiful, stunning, and inspiring. So good job, Denise. All right. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Hope you have a great week and be free.